Unfortunate victim of it earlier this tournament.
Well, I mean, we've all been an unfortunate victim of Kaishin's Rosalina, so
here we go. Kaishin on the right, Shenanigans on the left, Shenanigans on Bowser, Kaishin on Kaishin. Bit of a pause, getting ready for shouting to commentators across the room.
Something about red snow pies.
Anyways, back to the match. So this is losers finals. We have best of 5 coming up here between Kaishin and Shenanigans. I'm assuming the Shenanigans Bowser was the one who we had the dispute about earlier.
Yes, up there killing at 74.
So this is the rematch in this tournament with dispute.
Yeah.
The rematch. Wow, surprisingly. Right, surprisingly though, I thought Rosalina would take damage from that splash. Good spacing by Rosalina for sure.
Good down air.
Very hard for Bowser to get back on the stage. He has limited options.
That will definitely do it.
He made a good effort to get back on the stage there. Not many people know how far Bowser's up air can take you, or up he can take you horizontally. But that is 1-0 for Kaishin.
I don't think so. I remember when I first played Smash, best of 5 so I would take 45 minutes to get
Everyone remembers their first set against Smash Bob.
We have TG Lycan
lucky
hanging over our heads over here.
So how's Target life?
There's a reason why I held.
It's on the record. Everything you say is on the record.
Yeah.
Okay, then speak up.
I say it to some of my bosses. And they're like, yeah.
You're right. Alright, so Shenanigans switching over to Ike now for game number 2.
Shenanigans changes characters every time he loses. It's just what he does. He tries to find what works, and to his credit, he doesn't switch characters after he wins a round.
Right.
Like what a lot of people do wrongly.
I did good.
Moving right along.
Because here's the thing.
Ike has a lot of tools to get rid of Luma.
Talk about it later.
Ike has a lot of tools to get rid of Luma, but Rosalina has a lot of movement to be able to
gimp Ike out of his recovery.
Right, exactly.
Because Ike's recovery is very linear, so if you can push him too far off to the side and low, that'll be it.
Yeah.
Some characters have very strange, I won't say matchups with Rosalina, but very strange interactions. Like Donkey Kong and Cloud, they're down tilts, excuse me. Just hit Luma in a slide.
Good grab there.
I can do that with a forward dash.
And
up to 64%. Might as well be kill percentage for Rosalina versus Ike.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
Luma can't tech
messed up
those.
on the stage spike.
83% the air game for Ike. Kaishin wisely landing on the ledge. No attempt at a chase by Shenanigans. And that's going to be some up air damage. 1, 2. Can get a third. Lands safely. But does get harassed by the neutral.
Yep, that'll do it.
So 32%. Not bad to...
Certainly manageable here. Yeah, not if he gets up there.
Oh man,
wow.
What a cheeky side B.
Cheeky. It's a word that describes a lot of Rosalina's gameplay.
Ooh, you know, I think Shenanigans probably should have gone for that one. But I will say that you have to respect an opponent like Kaishin to beat him. Even though he does everything in his power to make you not respect him.
Yeah.
We went back up. This is a very important Luma. This Luma could be the one that KOs Shenanigans. If he can get it off the map, he might be able to close the kill percentage here. Or percentage gap, rather. Had his chance there. Missed it on the down tilt.
Another side B. Still
Perfect
back
spacing to get
the
back on.
ledge, but
Right, perfect spacing to get back on the map, but at what cost? Almost died on the ceiling. You haven't done damage for the past 100%, and that's going to be
down
a
air.
down air kill.
So back to your obvious shots at me.
Right, so some players,
I know he had a Marth. Ganondorf versus Marth. I don't care what game that is, it's still bad.
some players do really well by switching characters and finding a way to adapt. So let's see what Shenanigans does against our thing. He did 3 character switches. Finally settled on Olimar.
Yeah,
and
Olimar
carried
was
some
the one
very
that got
good
us the
sets.
win.
Yeah.
We'll see
So
where
a lot of players have to stick to one character and adapt within that matchup. Really good players will look around and try doing that that way.
Well, yeah,
Alright,
Landon,
FD are banned.
there's 2 Rosalinas in Charleston because there's 2 Smash 4 players in Charleston. Everyone else is from out of the city. Alright, we'll see who's going here. It's
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
It's a thing now
Yeah?
because of patches.
Definitely.
Which, by the way, we're having a bit of a patch discussion in the community now, with a patch being released just before Paradigm Shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bayonetta nerf potentially. I don't think it's not been mined yet, right? It hasn't come out yet, right? It's announced.
No
I
one's
have
seen-
heard that there's one guy who got it.
Yeah, one guy has it. He's put the numbers in on Bayonetta, but I think that's all that he had.
But anyway, games patched often, so we do see some evolving meta.
Happy birthday to Blamma, by the way. He did actually see the post and he commented on it, so he is on Facebook still, somehow.
So Mewtwo versus Rosalina. Mewtwo has a lot of ways to float around Rosalina, who's typically a floaty character. If you outfloat Rosalina, you can find some great ways to get in and deal damage. Not only that, is what?
Mewtwo's up throws.
Oh, not as much as.
I mean, not as good, but...
he has very definitive kill moves. And
Forward smash.
all of his smashes do a very good job on kill, except his up smash.
I can't believe that you guys aren't talking
Oh,
Oh, man.
that's a shame.
Well, Jay Breeze is a Zero Suit, first off.
Yeah, and you're not talking about the premier's
Yeah.
Rosalina in the state, Eldon? Okay.
And I guess Yavin plays Rosalina at times.
Yeah, but he's horrible, so don't mention him.
Because I get that.
Good
You
tilts
get that
on the
with
Rosalina.
Rosalina.
Good tilts on Luma. Oh, Nair, but still able to make it back.
Oh,
This is
man. But
Mewtwo.
that could be the nail in Shenanigans' coffin. Let's talk about that. Let's get back on track because Shenanigans missed an up B recovery, slammed into the wall. He had control of the game, but
one
now
mistake
he
off edge, and suddenly Kaishin is right back in
Now
the
that
lead.
said, I think Shenanigans can definitely win. It's
Oh,
one stock for one
Shenanigans
stock.
is not out of it.
Oh, most
by
definitely
any
not. If he
means.
plays like he did the first stock, he's still in this. So, what does he need to close out the stock? He needs to get back on the map for one, safely. He needs to get back to the middle of it, where Kaishin can't control the ledge like this.
Right.
Kaishin's forming a very strong wall. Every time Shenanigans gets inside the wall, he just gets pushed to the other side of the wall. He keeps like going from Mexico to Canada on Battlefield. And Kaishin's building a wall.
Get your politics out of here. Anywho. Yeah, just
Shenanigans,
like that.
building a wall.
Building the lead here.
And a wall. Hard to play the air game against Mewtwo.
Good shield there for Mewtwo's Shadow Ball. Almost like a wall.
See, Kaishin just throws out random attacks, and they're not random because
Forward air.
they slowly push you out. Mewtwo's forward air is a very powerful kill move in this game. Very easy to hit Rosalina with it as well if Kaishin doesn't play careful.
Surprised that Shadow Ball didn't hit Luma there.
Back air approach by Kaishin.
got percent, so...
There's the up throw kill.
Yep, there's your up throw. So yeah, looks like Mewtwo's gonna be the character Shenanigans goes with.
We think.
Yeah, I mean, as we've
He
seen...
should stick to him. But he has stupid thought, you can see. Shenanigans on the left.
Go Sheik, it worked great for me.
Both characters taking some time to think about that one. Shenanigans obviously under a bit of pressure. One set away from him.
Yeah,
one game away from losing the round.
Whoa! The devil.
Here's the last the last hurrah.
Take a good long look, guys.
She's going away.
Kaishin not opting for the toothpaste Rosalina. He will not be minty fresh. Alright, so we're gonna see Rosalina and Bayonetta on Dreamland.
So, I haven't played enough Smash 4 since the Bayonetta release to understand how the Bayonetta and Rosalina matchup goes, but I'm assuming it looks like this.
I have not purchased Bayonetta, so I know nothing about any of the matchups.
So Bayonetta has really long neutral airs, very high pursuit, obviously. Very punishable, but not by characters like Rosalina, in my opinion, which isn't worth very much. As Shenanigans gets punished wildly for a few missed side Bs. Side B is the start to Bayonetta's bread and butter combo. Gets harder and harder as game goes on, but that's going to be a kill. It's very hard to recover as Bayonetta if you get gimped off stage. You have to hit with your up B to get the second up B. Or rather, you have to have a jump. So it's up B, jump, up B. Cast your second up B. Much like your side B, you have to get a hit.
Yeah, you saw it right there.
So a lot of newer Bayonetta players, myself included, don't manage their jumps well. So that's one reason why we potentially have the Bayonetta here. The extended side B will do that arcing kick upwards, and that will disjoint Luma. Bayonetta has a lot of tools here that will get Luma away from Rosalina. Not taking the most advantage of that. We do have a one-stock lead by Rosalina and Luma by Kaishin.
Kaishin's still holding on to his first stock here. Doing a good job there, percentage.
Strong read by Kaishin.
Good aerial, not quite enough though. Back throw, see if we can go for the Bayonetta mix back on. Yeah, I mean, he's at this point now where... Right. But he does manage to get Luma back before losing stock.
Well, it was a brave Bayonetta. It was a brave Bayonetta pick.
Yeah.
There's reasons why, and let's be real, this is the last time we're going to see a competitive Bayonetta. So